Lauren, first and foremost, I should congratulate you on 9 straight double doubles. Although it got a little bit weird in the stat broadcast in the Utah State game, and we thought it may have ended, but they made some corrections.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you mentally in that process of trying to keep that streak alive and then looking at stat sheets and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's a great, I feel like, accomplishment so far. I just gotta make sure to, put the team first, and the team win comes first. And if I get the double, that's great. The win's the most important thing right now. I'm just trying to keep in mind, but it's been fun so far. I'm lucky to have teammates around me that, have put me in those situations to get me those doubles, and my coach to trust me to, get those minutes and whatnot. So it's really, I think, everyone contributing, and everyone's helped me be in the position to be able to get those. So
an incredible feat. I mean, you're 9 for 9 this season. I'm going to rewind to the game with Carroll College because your team had the win in hand. It had, blown up to a 20+ point lead, but there was this drama of, is Lauren Gustin going to get enough rebounds? Are people telling you what you need on the bench, or are you entirely unaware?
If I'm like close, like my coach will be like, like 1, 2 more, like just kind of in a mindset, so I can kind of know a little bit of what's going on. And usually at halftime, I'll have a good either just estimate in my head, or you can see the stats on some scoreboards and whatnot. So I'll kind of have a good little gauge from there. But a lot of the time, I feel like I'm like so dialed into the actual game, I don't really realize exactly what I have or what I don't have, but I can kind of have a little estimate. But I mean, they'll keep me in check if I'm close.
I love that. That good coaches and good teammates do that, right? When you got streaks going, and like you said, the win is secured, the win's first, but might as well push for that. I should also notify you that if you didn't know, you were the #1 overall pick in our BYU Sports Nation fantasy basketball draft, men's and women's teams.
Wow. Well, I'm honored.
That's a testament to your work on the floor for sure. Okay, with the doubles in mind, and certainly BYU could use that help with a very good Utah team coming into the Marriott Center on Saturday. What do you know about Utah women's basketball right now, and what's the game plan at this point?
Well, they're a great team. They're undefeated. They're the #1 scoring team in the nation right now. So we know that, they're going to push and transition a lot. They're going to get a lot of shots up. They also are a very well-balanced team. All the girls can score. They all get pretty similar playing time as well. So they're just well-balanced all around. There's not really a weak link or whatnot. So we just got to come in prepared to be able to, guard all 5, take care of the ball, especially after a Utah State game. We had a lot of turnovers, so we got to really take care of the ball on that and not let Utah speed us up. They play really fast pace, to be able to get all those points that they get in transition. So we got to take control of the game and play our style, take advantage of every possession we have, and really focus on getting back on transition and not letting them get as many opportunities as they want at the basket. So we got to all of us have to come in locked in and ready to go and play our best.
Why do you feel like your young team won't be intimidated by what Utah is going to put on the floor?
I feel like our coaches do a really good job at preparing us for every single team that we've played. They do really well with scout and film and breaking down their style of play. So it kind of helps all of us feel confident in our play and what we're bringing to the table when we do play them. I also think a lot of us are just hungry and want to just go out and play. We also have had a pretty tough preseason game schedule so far. So I think that all those games have kind of just contributed to, this Utah game. Now this is our second to last preseason game. So I think we've seen a lot of tough and good teams. So I think we're prepared, with all that experience.
Lauren Gustin is with us on BYU Sports Nation, getting ready for the Utah game. How do you compartmentalize this game compared to other games? Because it's a very unique rivalry, and saying that it's not a rivalry is, being naive. So So how do you approach the rivalry and what does it mean to you?
Yeah. Well, this is actually my first time playing Utah, so I'm super excited. 2 seasons ago, I think that it got canceled with COVID, and then last year I actually had COVID when we did play Utah. So I'm super excited to be able to play them for my first time, be able to be in this rivalry game and be able to compete. So me personally, this is like the most excited I've been for the whole preseason schedule, just because it is such a big game, the blue and white game, blue and red game. So I'm excited for that. I'm also just excited to be able to play another high ranked team. They're really good, obviously undefeated. So I think that just kind of gets everyone else a little more hyped up. And then also we want to defend our home court, especially against another in-state team. So
how do you feel like you match up at your position with Utah?
Yeah, they have a really good 4 and 5, really athletic. They like to rebound. So I think it's going to be a good matchup. It's definitely going to be battle down there. They have a really physical, big post. So that's going to be, it's going to be fun to kind of see how that plays out and whatnot. So, I'm excited for the matchup. I think I'm going to have to, be smart offensively and defensively, not get in foul trouble, really take advantage of running the court and being strong and whatnot, and hopefully get to the foul line a lot. So, I think it should be a good matchup. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah. What do you think of the underdog role, being the underdog on your home floor?
Yeah. I think it's definitely a different feeling opposed to past seasons, but I think it's a little bit fun. It's kind of like we have not a whole lot to lose, So I think that all kind of makes us play better just because we don't have a whole lot of pressure, So although it's not, necessarily the best feeling to be the underdog on your own court, I think it's motivating to play harder and doesn't put as much, like I said, not as much pressure. It's just kind of like, let's go out all out 100%, fight the whole game because, we really have nothing to lose. So
you have won 2 games in a row. You got your first win streak. You beat Boise State on the road. You won at Utah State and Logan. What's been the key to now getting on this mini win streak and building some momentum?
Yeah, just staying together as a team, coming into every single practice 100% locked in. Our coaches really emphasize just being locked in every single practice, which I think has been super helpful. We're not overlooking any team. We're not underlooking any team. We're just coming in every single day in practice, just ready to get after it. And I think a lot of the girls have been putting a lot of work outside of practice. A lot of girls are in before and a lot of girls are in afterwards. And so I think everyone's hard work is, coming out. And I think we're also all learning our roles a little better and chemistry is forming better as well. So I think that's implementing into our play, which has, helped us get this 2-win streak and hopefully to be able to continue it on Saturday.
Sure. And you may have partially just answered this next question, but you're 9 games in. Where has this team improved the most from game 1 to now almost game 10?
Yeah. I think really just playing together. The first couple of games, I think everyone was trying to figure out, what their boundaries were, what their leashes were, their roles and whatnot. And so I think by game 9, we've kind of figured out, where we're going to be on the court, what coach expects of us, what we can do. So I think that's the biggest thing. And then also just having a little bit more fun out there. I feel like the first couple of games we were just so, tense and anxious. And since we do have a lot of younger girls, I think that girls were stressed out about playing and whatnot and playing time. But I think now we've all kind of just relaxed a little bit, kind of know what we're getting ourselves into, and I think that's helped us be able to play more loose and have more fun out there.
And what have you learned about your first-year head coach Amber in 9 games?
I love her. She's very, very tough, and I love that about her. I think that she brings a confidence that all of us look up to for sure. She kind of gives us all confidence in ourselves as well. And I think she's just a great role model as a coach to, look after. She's 100% everything she does, as a mom, as a coach. So I think it's good for all of us to look up to that and kind of see that she's not afraid of a battle and a fight. And I think seeing her take on every game and every win and every loss just ready to go, I think it helps us just follow after her, so we have a great head coach to look up to and to kind of take us all through the ropes with it.
Lauren, you're great to spend some time with us as you get ready for Utah. Congratulations again on all of your success to this point in the season. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma to keep that double streak going against Utah and take on the Utes. We're looking forward to the game. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.